What's going on, everybody? This is Moses Workman.
And this is Moses Turner.
And this is the Moses Podcast.
No biblical shit.
You know it. We're back for episode number 21.
1-1.
We, I guess we can call it a summer break. We just haven't been able to link up. So
welcome to the season premiere of the Moses Podcast.
Yeah, this is season 2. Yeah.
Episode 21.
Unofficially. Allegedly. So a lot's been going on. You know, we had our little vacation. We had, I don't know, man. I just been super busy this summer, doing a whole bunch of stuff for a whole bunch of people, and not myself. But I guess that's life.
Yeah. I mean, that's always happen. It always happens. You get people or put people before yourself, and not you, but I'm talking about. Period.
Yeah, it happens. Anyway, how's your summer been, Turner?
My summer's been alright. Basically, just trying to regroup from being unemployed to employed. Then, hell, my wife's birthday was last week, so happy belated birthday to my wife.
Happy belated to Turner's wife, Miss Tia. I missed it. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm terrible with birthdays. If I would forget my kid's birthday if it would make my wife mad. So that takes precedence. I'm sorry for anybody whose birthday I ever forgot. It is not intentional.
Yeah. Well, you got no choice to remember mine then.
Yeah, you got the same birthday as my daughter.
Yep.
So both y'all crazy asses.
Yep.
No, I think she got you beat. She might be a little more extreme than you, but then again, it's still early. She's only 2.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes.
Well, that's because she doesn't know better yet.
Yeah, that's true too. I mean, I'm calling it early. You know, I'm good at that. I can map out people's lives just by looking at them. I'm not even joking either. I think I'm undefeated on that front.
Oh damn.
But this the summer's been a little crazy. I mean, I had a lot going on. We had some dance stuff going on for my daughter. I had a bunch of summer activities going on that are still going on.
Oh yeah, congratulations, Malia.
Yeah, she's been killing it. She's on the competition team for her dance class. She got most outstanding student of the year, and that's only awarded to one student per year in her dance studio. And she won that award last year. She was working hard, man. She makes me proud. So, yeah. Congratulations to my daughter Malia, my 8-year-old. She's going to do big things.
Should we mention your part in Mindhunter too?
We'll get to that in a minute because I got a bitch about that. But yeah, so I took vacation. Messed up one of my CLs.
Damn.
I don't know if it's an ACL or an MCL or a PCL or TNT. I don't know one of them acronyms. But my daughter was doing cannonballs into the pool, and I'm like, nah, man, you're doing it all wrong.
Oh shit.
And I'm trying to coach her, and she just keeps doing it wrong. And I'm like, all right, man, I'll show you. Big mistake. So I got out the pool. Was like, all right, pay attention to what I do with my arms and my knees, right? So I curled up, I curled up in the ball in midair, splash. But I wasn't deep enough in the water, so I was in kind of the shallow. It was like the 4 foot.
Oh, damn.
And I hit the bottom of the pool. My foot bumped against the bottom of the pool, and it bent my knee back too far.
Oh.
And I heard like this stretching sound.
Ooh.
It wasn't a snap or a pop,
right,
which is a big plus. But I didn't think nothing of it. Right then and there in the moment, it was all right. So I continued to swim. Nothing, I wasn't hurting or anything. But the minute I stepped out of the pool and put regular weight on my knee, I was buckling.
Ooh.
So I was limping around for the rest of vacation, freaking walking up and down the boardwalk. We went to Ocean City, Maryland, to the beach. And I'm walking up and down the boardwalk, limping around, and I'm like, dang, this pain is crazy. So I made the big mistake of Googling my injury, I don't know
shit.
why
You
I do that.
WebMD'd yourself, man.
I kind of did.
What the fuck?
But I mean, I did find what I was looking for. I mean, I had to do some digging, had to get up past a lot of trolls, because I mean, there's a couple people that told me I had cancer.
Right there, you go.
A couple people that told me I only got 2 days left to live.
I'm breathing hard. Oh shit, I got bird flu.
Yeah.
That's exactly what WebMD is.
Yeah. So, but no, I eventually found out what was wrong, on my own diagnosis, and so yeah, that's what I'm dealing with. But I think I'm okay now, because I'm also fighting a sinus infection that you can probably hear in my sexy radio voice. Not you, Turner. But yeah, so I'm fighting a sinus infection. I went to the urgent care and they gave me some scripts. They gave me some Flonase, some antibiotics, and some steroids to kind of help with the swelling and to help me get back on my feet real quick.
Right.
And I think the steroids have worked for my knee, because I have zero pain.
Nice.
Zero pain. I only had 1 little inch of pain. That's because I forgot that my knee was hurt and I sat on my leg while it was folded. You know how you sit on the couch with your leg folded?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I folded my leg and I was like, oh, yeah, I can't do that. but I have zero pain. So, shout out to the doc. She inadvertently fixed my knee with a steroid pill. That amoxicillin is a motherfucker, man. I'm sorry, but it is ruining my stomach.
Yeah.
I can't do it. But then I actually read the bottle today. It's not regular amoxicillin. It's amoxicillin and clavonate, potassium, something else is in it.
So you got some extra strength shit.
Yeah. And it is killing my stomach, dude. I'm not taking no more of that shit.
Right.
I literally just made that declaration from this morning, because I took one this morning. I'm supposed to take 2 a day. I was supposed to take one, just before you got here, and I'm not doing it, man.
Yeah, no, fuck
I think I'm done. I have regular amoxicillin too, but I'm not even gonna take that. I'm scared. My stomach hurt. So that's why today's episode is brought to you in part by a nasty ass Diet Pepsi, because I'm not drinking today. My boy Turner's getting it in on some Jim Beam vanilla. So that's the
which is pretty good.
Yeah, I was surprised. I thought it was gonna be gross.
So did I, because what did we have? It was like Jim Beam something. It was the honey one, and it was nasty as hell. We had the honey one, and we had the Jack Daniels one, and the Jack Daniels was good. But the Jim Beam
that's right.
nasty
The
as
Jim
hell.
Beam honey wasn't that good. But the Jack honey was good, and then we normally lean towards the apple Jim,
Right. And the Jack,
but I drank all of that over our period of time off. I mean, that's what happens when there's alcohol in the fridge.
Right, there you go.
But I normally can fight the resistance, but I had some rough stuff going on, man. It was a pretty stressful summer, so to speak. And but yeah, I replenished it with a bottle of Jim Vanilla, and yeah, so let's get started. What you want to talk about today?
You know what? We normally do the whole news thing at the end. Let's just talk about this shit now. Kane is mayor of Knox County, Tennessee.
Man, yeah, I heard you mention that headline at the beginning before we started recording. I heard nothing about this, so please tell me about it.
So, I mean, for about a year now, he's reported that he was going to be elected, or not going to be elected, but he was running for mayor of Knox County, Tennessee. But the entire time, he was still wrestling. So everybody was looking and just really confused, like, is he really running? So it never really made news headlines all like that, because it was just like, yeah, wrestler running for mayor, but he's still wrestling every week, still doing pay-per-views, but he's not doing a debate, he's not doing any press conferences, he's not doing anything that shows that he wants to run for mayor. And this Friday, August 3rd, Glenn Jacobs is elected mayor of Knox County, Tennessee. didn't do shit throughout his entire run.
That's. See, man, there's so many ways I can attack this. Like, all right, so for one, that's sad because all he did was go to work. Like all he did was do his job. He probably just filled out the necessary paperwork, submitted it, and just went back to work. Like, hey, I'm not taking no time off for this. And he was elected mayor.
Right.
like he literally did that much. He that was the effort that he extended in one mayor. And he probably won just because he went to work and everybody knows who he is, right?
Right.
So that's the sad part. The messed up part is that's reality now. People vote for the popular candidate,
right?
In the town where he's from. That I'd assume he's from there. I don't know anything about his back.
Yeah, well, I don't know like where he was born or where he was raised or whatever.
He's got to be a big deal there. I mean, just like I don't know, like Kurt Angle. I don't like Kurt Angle, but he's a big deal in Pittsburgh.
Right, but I doubt we'd elect Kurt Angle mayor though. I just don't see him in press conferences going, "I will run Pittsburgh. It's true. It's damn true." I just don't see.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. But
I don't see it so far fetched. I bet if he were to run, that would be a big deal for Pittsburgh, and I feel like people would vote for him. He's He's an Olympic champion.
Yeah, Olympic gold medalist.
I think he has the potential to win a mayor of Pittsburgh with little to no effort.
Right.
I think he can get what's his name, Peduto. I think he can beat Peduto.
Yeah. But no, I have a feeling because Pittsburgh is just that wild of a city that if Kurt Angle puts in a mayoral bid, then Terry Bradshaw's gonna come back and go, "I'm running for mayor too," and we're gonna see who's it going.
And then it turns into a reality
then
TV
it turns
show,
into a circus, and all this other shit.
So that's the world we in today, man. Trump set that landscape. Unfortunately, I hate to even bring that up, but yeah,
it was 20 years before Trump too. I mean, let's face it, we had Ronald Reagan as fucking president, and he was an actor, so. Yeah,
I mean he wasn't as. I guess that's before both our time frame though. So
right.
To me, he's just Ronald Reagan, ex-president.
Right.
To people that were in that era, it's probably the same thing that we're dealing with Trump.
Right.
And all these popular people who want to run for office just because they are popular.
Because they can. And they have money.
Yeah, they have money. They're popular. People know them. They can secure X amount of votes, and all they got to do is sell the fact that I'm different. I'm not a politician, or I'm going to switch things up. And yeah, that's the formula to win nowadays. So I don't know. Mo work 2020.
Mo work 2020.
I don't know, man. I could run. I'll be eligible.
I mean, why not? Shit. Let's think about the candidate pool as of now when it comes down to 2020.
I would probably lose by a landslide.
We have Kanye West. Oh, no, he switched it to 2024. My bad.
Oh, man.
We have The Rock.
Do we have any confirmed?
Confirmed?
For 2020?
Not like political. And tell you the truth, The Rock hasn't really confirmed neither. He put his bid in, but he didn't confirm that he was running.
See, I don't think I would vote for The Rock. I love The Rock, but I would not vote. I don't think I'd vote for him.
I don't think I'd vote for him.
I don't know, man. I'm strong on be qualified for the job.
Exactly.
Like just because I like you, you're a great person. You're an entertainer. You seem to be smart. All of that stuff can apply, but if you don't have the resume for it, or if you don't have, I can't say he wouldn't do a good job because I don't know, but he doesn't. I'm not sold. I don't know. Maybe he can change my mind, but I don't know.
I mean, I feel like this. Can The Rock do a good promo? Yes, he can. I can see him make a good damn presidential speech. But that's
that would be the speeches would be amazing, dude.
but that's all I can see.
Who in the WWF WWE had better dialogue than The Rock?
No one.
Like,
Not no one.
people have come close, but I mean, nobody takes the cake. Like if I had to pick best trash talker, The Rock.
The
hands
Rock,
down.
yeah, all day.
Best entertainer now, that can go in a couple different directions. I'm voting Stone Cold. I don't.
Yeah, Stone Cold was a damn good entertainer.
So I don't know, man. It's turning into a circus, and I don't like it. Because I mean, this is a country that we have to live in,
Exactly.
and I don't want people to fail. As much as I am not a fan of Trump, I don't want him to fail, because that still puts us in a situation that we have to dig out of, and the same goes for anybody who's in a position. You just don't want him to fail, because whether you like him or not, he's the president.
Yeah.
And if he fails, then we fail. So
And I mean, it's already a damn shame that with Trump being elected, we're looked at as a laughing stock. There's like floats in the parades with Trump with a pig or some shit, and it's crazy. The world's already looking at this as a joke because Trump has been elected.
yeah,
So, yeah, the fact that Kane was elected mayor of Knox County, Tennessee, I kind of laughed at that because it was just like, he won? He didn't do shit. There was no press conference. There was no debates.
was he unopposed?
No, he wasn't unopposed. There was somebody, he was like, every time there was a debate coming up, he was there by himself with an audience to see this. And he kept talking shit. Like, he had so much leverage on the fact that Kane didn't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
There should have been no reason why that man didn't win.
All right. So as we were
But it's not Kane. But yeah.
so as we were talking, I did a Google search of declared or confirmed candidates for 2020,
Oh shit.
and I came to Wikipedia. This is probably wrong as all hell. But all right, so there's some random dude named Jack Feller, 86 years old, Midkiff, West Virginia. Retired engineer, Prohibition nominee for president in 2012, candidate for president in 88, 92, 96, 2000, 2004, 2008, and 2016. Never heard of this guy, but he's allegedly ran several times. Next is some dude named Jonathan Sharkey, professional wrestler, candidate for president in 04, 08, 2012, candidate for governor of Minnesota. Wait, is that one dude?
Jonathan.
The crazy dude?
Hold on, I gotta look him up. Who the hell is Jonathan?
Jonathan Sharkey,
Jonathan Sharkey.
an American professional wrestler and perennial candidate from Florida. Ran as Republican. Plans to run again in 2020. His profile picture is him with a samurai Halloween costume on and what appears to be a plastic sword. Oh man, this is
wow.
all right. I've seen enough. I'm putting the phone down. Oh man,
Jesus. Yeah, I'm a wrestling fan. I never heard of this guy. And by the look at this picture, I'm glad I did.
So let's move on.
Right? Yeah, we're done with this shit.
Shout out to LeBron, man.
Yep.
Shout out to LeBron. That was big. That was dope. Like Akron Public School.
Right.
Like I don't know what else to say. That's insane. Like I would kill to have that kind of opportunity. I wouldn't really kill, but I would love to have that kind of opportunity for myself growing up, for my kids now.
Right.
You know,
for the kids that actually need to go to school.
Yeah.
Like, this ain't just a school that people are coming in. These are kids that they couldn't really afford to go into public school. So LeBron made that happen.
Right.
And not only that, if they actually stay in school, their tuition is paid at, at I want to say it's Ohio State.
I think so.
I know they have college tuition coming to them if they graduate. So they
Right.
have money as incentive.
Right, and that's amazing. Like man, shout out to LeBron for that. I'm not even a basketball fan as a whole. I think mainly because we ain't got no team here in Pittsburgh. But
Yeah.
whatever. I mean, I'm not really a basketball dude. I got a pretty decent jumper, but that's about it. But yeah, that's big, man. And I hope that wins. I'm gonna be watching that from afar. Not really even afar. It's the next state over, so that's what's up. You know,
Right.
I'm really happy about that.
And you know what? And that's the thing. Like, I'm a basketball fan. I'm not much of a LeBron fan, but that's not because of whatever. It's just like I don't give a damn about everything else that everybody talks about LeBron. It's just that, yeah, he's big, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna go on why I'm not the biggest LeBron fan. So
Yeah. Oh man. And on that same note, my daughter's school we just had a meeting this morning. They are planning to open a 6 to 12 school in Wilkinsburg
oh damn,
because we currently don't have one. All of the kids here in Wilkinsburg are being shipped out to Pittsburgh Public Schools.
right,
So they don't have an option to go to school here in Wilkinsburg for 6 to 12. So what my daughter's school is trying to do, because her school is currently now in Homewood, but it's a charter school. So they're not part of Pittsburgh Public Schools, but they're within Pittsburgh city limits.
right,
So now what they're trying to do is, being that there's a need here for 6 to 12, they are trying to fulfill that need. It's in the very, very early stages, but they're pushing hard for it, and I think I'm gonna help push that. I'm gonna help push that car down the street, because I would really love to have an option for my daughter to go to school here in this town where we live, so that way she's more inclined to want to stay here, after school.
right,
Because I don't want her that to be instilled in her, like, well, my school sent me somewhere else. Why? I can probably just go wherever I want, live wherever I want, buy a house wherever I want. And I don't want to take that away from her. But at the same time, I want her to be able to have the opportunity to build here,
right.
because we need it.
Have a sense of home, have a sense of the neighborhood she's from.
Right. So I think that's dope. So there's a lot of good things on the horizon as far as schools, and they're talking about a lot of good stuff too. They're partnering with one of the local colleges to implement a program within the curriculum to where they will have their associate's degree upon graduation. So they will graduate with a high school diploma and an associate's degree.
Nice.
In some cases, if they start early enough, they'll get the associate's degree before they
Before
graduate.
getting a high school diploma. Damn.
Dude, I'm crossing my fingers. That is
Right.
amazing.
Shit.
Like, if that can happen, and then they're implementing arts into the curriculum as well with the 6 through 12. Like, some kids will be able to take dance class as a part of their normal school day, like or art or engineering, like sound, and
Right. And I mean that's a real big deal, especially when you're coming out of a Pittsburgh school. You get your associate's degree as soon as you graduate.
That's amazing.
You're cutting your college term in half. In half.
Right.
So if you're going straight from high school to college, you don't even have to worry about taking full years. You got 60 credits right then and there.
And then you only got 2 more years to go.
Right.
You can have your bachelor's at 19, 20 years
19
old.
or 20, right. Before you even hit legal.
Man, and she has the potential, like, with an opportunity like that, she has the potential to make just about as much as I do fresh out of high
As
school.
soon as she gets out of high school.
So yeah, man, there's a lot of good things that are coming up that we got a lot of work to do, though. So that will happen. I'm going to try my best, man. So I don't know. I don't got a lot of ideas. I'm still fighting off this sinus infection.
Yeah, I
So,
feel you.
you want to go or
All right, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna pull up a random story just for today, due to the fact that
well, no. Before you go, sorry, I
Go ahead.
lost my train of thought, so I was kind of stalling. So, my man, this Netflix thing, yo.
Yeah, go ahead.
Got a
No,
little bit of bitching to do. It's okay. It's cool bitching, but like I gotta bitch about it because I'm me. So we signed our 8-year-old up to be an extra in the Netflix show called Mindhunter. Never even watched the show. I tried watching the first episode, wasn't moved, never watched it again.
right.
But I'm gonna pick it up now because now that we're a part of it, I feel like we should know about it. So my daughter was cast to be one of the extras, so we did the wardrobe thing. I did all this paperwork. This is a couple days before the shoot, right?
Right.
We get to the shoot, I have to do the paperwork all over again. Well, where's the paperwork that I filled out at wardrobe?
Right.
I'll just do it again. Like I did this already. What's going on
Right.
here?
Why am I still here?
Just like just to move things along faster. Would you mind doing this again? All right, yeah, fine, whatever. Give me the paper. They gave me 2. I was like, why you give me 2 for? One for her, one for you. I was like, oh wait, I'm getting paid too. So that kind of softened the blow a little bit. I get paid too just because I'm dad.
right.
I was kind of chaperoning, so to speak. So I fill out the paperwork twice, and I hate redoing stuff, especially handwritten paperwork. So I was a little frustrated with that. and my sinus infection was worse yesterday than it is today, so I was miserable because of that. Filled that out. They tried on her wardrobe, and then meanwhile, while that's happening, I turn around. The casting lady is getting into it with the wardrobe lady because somebody's hairline was too crisp. Right. So they pitched a fit about that, and they're like, "Who cares? It's a freaking hairline."
Right.
The hair was like all frizzy and out because it's supposed to be an old time setting, and they were going back and forth like, I don't want you to feel some sort of way. I'm just doing what I'm told to do. And she's like, well, yeah, well, I get that, but I'm gonna feel some sort of way about it because this is my work, this is what I do, and this is why I'm here. So they're going back and forth, and then it started ramping up. Cuss words started going back and forth, and then somebody told them to shut up. Not just in those words, but that's the short version. So that happened, and then we go up to the scene, and they have like the waiting room where the extras hang out.
Right.
And they got food in there. And they're like, yeah, relax, get yourself some food. So we all formed a line. Man, these vultures were making big Thanksgiving-sized plates. And all they had in there was pizza, meatball hoagies, fruit, and a couple pastries.
Damn.
People were coming out with big 3 slices of pizza to line the plate with. Meatball hoagies on the top, fruit in the middle. Like these look like professional platters that you could buy like at the store. So I'm seeing all these people come out, and I'm getting amped like that. They got a lot of food in there. So people coming out with these big plates. Man, why when I get in there, the dude in front of us took the last 2 slices, and I'm like, oh man, they ran out of pizza. Like, oh, we'll get you some more. All right, fine, whatever. Excuse me. So they radioed down like, yeah, we're out of pizza up here, and somebody was like, copy that, and that's all they said. So we made do with what was left. So I got a meatball hoagie, which was nasty as shit, tastes like vending machine. The Wheel of Death.
Yeah.
Yeah, it tastes like meatball hoagie out of the Wheel of Death.
Damn.
They had fruit, but the only fruit that was left was the cantaloupes. And nobody eats the damn cantaloupe.
Right, nobody wants cantaloupes.
So there was nothing left but cantaloupe.
Cantaloupes and honeydew. Nobody wants that shit.
Yeah, stop making out in your fruit salad. Nobody eat that shit anyway. And if you eat it, you weird. Anyway, so I got like 2 pieces of cantaloupe just because, and I had like a piece of cheesecake or something. So we go back into the room, we sit down, The minute we sit down, dude comes up like, all right, we're gonna start making our way down. So I'm like, dang, I didn't even get to take a bite of this nasty ass hoagie yet.
Right.
So I bit into the hoagie and it was like, all right, we'll make our way down because the hoagie was nasty as shit.
Right.
So I ate the cantaloupe, and then I was like, man, y'all got stuff to drink? They're like, oh yeah, everything to drink's in the cooler out here. Nothing in the cooler left but diet shit.
Oh,
Hence the
damn.
diet Pepsi right in front of me today. 'Cause I needed something to drink to wash that pill down that I took, and we didn't have anything in the fridge but some room temperature water, which I don't like room temperature water.
Me neither.
I gotta have it cold. So I grabbed this Pepsi, and it's nasty as shit. Diet Pepsi. I don't like or drink carbonated beverages anymore because I'm trying to lose weight, and it's actually been working. I lost about 7 pounds just by cutting out carbonated beverages and beer. But man, so then we get to set. All right. They run so many takes of the same scene over and over and over and over again. Dude, they did the same scene, no lie, at least like 32 times that I've counted, and they were already running the scene before I got there. All right.
Damn.
So there's several more times that they ran the scene, and it was the most repetitive thing I've ever seen in my entire life. So after seeing them and witnessing all the work that they have to do over and over, we're driving the cars down the street and then stopping, yelling, cut. All right, reset. So the cars that drove down the street have to reverse back to their original spots, and the kids have to go back to where they started. They had to replace batteries on flashlights. They had to give us bug spray. Somebody was crying, and it was like, oh man, it was a cluster, dude. Movie scenes, TV scenes where they're actually shooting the movie.
Yeah.
I got a whole new respect for that because it takes a certain kind of person that you got to be built for that, and
Right.
I ain't built for that. So the scene that we shot last night was for my daughter, I guess the kids scene, and I'm supposed to go back for another shoot. I don't know exactly the date, but it's either late August, early September, or something like that. And I'm kind of rethinking that decision just because of the shit that I went through with that. But I think it'll be better because I won't have the whole family with me. It'll just be me, so I'll be able to relax a little bit and not chase the kid around. And,
Right.
and won't have to deal with attitude from you know who, and you know it was just a lot going on, and plus I was tired because you know been sick, and then I just got off work, did
Right.
a whole 8.5 hours, and then I had to do these hours for the movie or the show. I mean, and it was just a miserable time, dude. I was just like, you know what? I was really at the end of the night. I got home. I got in the house at like 2:30 a.m.
Damn.
Been out. I start work at 8 in the morning, so I leave about 7 something. So I've been out since 7 a.m. Came in at 2:30 a.m. So, and then I had to wake up and go to a meeting this morning, which I don't know how I did. So that's me bitching about movie life, Netflix life, and yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay, your turn.
All right. Well, since we're going that movie filming route, I never took place in a movie filming, but I found myself in the middle of a movie filming scene. They were making a movie. This was back in 2007. This was one of the made-for-TV movies.
Okay, straight to VHS.
Yeah. So you see all these people, they're all in business suits, briefcases, and they're in line. And they're all talking about because at the time there's like this bank at the corner of Market Square, which is pretty much a hub for everything, all restaurants, everything. What our Pittsburgh listeners would see as Chipotle, that was the bank. It was called Three Rivers Bank,
Mm-hmm.
and there was a line of people.
Okay.
So So I get down there and I'm hearing them talking about how they're going to open CDs, which are certificates of deposit. They're going to open Roth IRAs and traditional IRAs, and how they're going to try to get stock in this bank to make it more than just that one bank. They're going to try to make it a franchise and all this other shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm looking at this bank and I'm like, I didn't hear anything about this particular bank even coming to Pittsburgh, let alone like 5 to 10 people being in line to go inside a bank to open shit.
Right.
So I'm looking at the trailers, I'm looking at craft services, I'm looking at the director's chair. I'm like, oh, this is a prop bank. So I'm thinking I'm going to get kicked out because I'm right in the middle of what the scene is supposed to be. So, so I'm looking at somebody who works there. I'm just like, am I in the middle of a scene? Like, should I get out? And they were just like, no, we're not filming. I was like, then what are these people here? Are they extras? They was just like, no, they think that this is a real bank.
Wow.
I looked, I was like, you're lying. They was like, no, they really think they all came up from their jobs at wherever these buildings are, PPG Place, that's where everybody went from.
Yeah.
They really think it's a bank, and they really think that they're going to open and get like the get off the cutting room floor with this bank. And
Wow.
I just started laughing. So I was just like, you know what? I ain't got shit to do anyway. Let me just fuck up their day. So I went to the front of the line. Hey, no cutting. Hey, no cutting. Hey, no cutting. And I go, listen, you stupid motherfuckers.
Uh-oh.
This is not a bank. Do you see that trailer over there? Do you see the director's chair over there? You see all the blockades going around this square? They're shooting a movie. The sign is a prop. Go back to whatever the fuck you were doing beforehand. Get the fuck out of here. So they all looked and was just like, you mean to tell me that I've been waiting for 45 minutes for something that's not a bank? Yes. You stupid motherfucker.
That's funny as hell.
So I'm at the store. I ended up meeting the star of the movie after that, and he just laughed. He was just like, I thought they were all extras.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, I got to spend the day with the star of the movie. I'm not going to say his name, but but that was funny as hell.
That's crazy. Oh man. So, what did I want to mention? I was going to mention something. So we had, at my job, we had like this movie night in the park, and and you know we're showing them we were showing that movie Coco.
Yeah.
All right, and you know we provide free popcorn, free water. You know, sometimes we have Huggies for the kids, and everything was going smooth, which is kind of abnormal. But anyway, everything's going smooth, and next thing you know, this car comes from around the corner and cuts through this alleyway behind where we were set up. He rolls his window down, and I'm watching him the whole time because my head's always on a swivel.
All right.
So I'm watching this dude, and he stops his car and rolls his window down. So I got a little nervous because, you know, I'm always my head always on a swivel. You gotta stay frosty. So, he stuck his head out the window and he looked at me. We made eye contact, and he goes, "Woof!" and he barked at me, and I said, "What?"
M'Baku?
And then he started barking some, "Woo, woo, woo!" And I said, "What's your problem?" And then he just rolled his window up and left. And so I'm standing there, real puzzled as to what in the world just happened.
What the fuck just happened?
Literally, no one else saw or heard what was going on because Coco is a good movie
Right.
out here in these streets. So people were so encapsulated in the movie that they did not hear this dude barking at us. So I don't know what in the world, but it was definitely a full moon that day. If I remember correctly, yeah, it was either full or close to full, and we got barked at. Some other dude was trying to sell his Christian rap CDs, wanted us to interrupt the movie to play it. Like, why would you even have that idea in your head that we would stop a movie so we can play your rap CD, dude?
Right.
Have a nice day. He's like, all right, well, how about after you're done, I'll clean up all these chairs and tables for you, and you won't have to do anything. And I was like, why would you want to do that? He's like, well, I'm out here trying to make a couple dollars. I was like, nah, my job pays me to do this. I'm not paying you
Right.
to do this. I'm getting paid to do this. He's like, but if I do it, you won't have to lift a finger. I said, have a nice day, dude. And oh man, what else wild happened? Oh, real quick. So much, like I said, so much stuff has happened. I rescued someone from the elevator.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, come on. We gotta hear
This is hilarious, right? So I'm in my office and I hear boom, 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 boom coming from the hallway. And I normally hear some banging on the door, but it's either the police door because somebody needs a police officer or somebody knocking to try to get one of the firemen out. So, but the banging sounded different. It sounded almost too distant, but loud enough to where I could hear it. So I got a little suspicious. I got up out of my desk and I went out in the hallway. Then I saw some skinny dude walk past. He's like, hey, yo, my man, I think somebody's stuck in the elevator. And then I was like, oh, okay, all right, I'm on it. And he just kept walking. So I went back to my office to go get the key for the elevator and get the fire key just in case I had to force the doors open.
Right.
So I go up to the elevator and I said, hey, sir, are you in there still? He says, yeah, man, I'm stuck. Get me out of here. I was like, all right, just hang tight. I'm working on it right now. So guess what I did? I pressed the button and the door popped right open. Right. So this dude, he like almost falls out of the elevator, like as if like he was
all
losing,
dramatic and shit, like he was
losing fluids and whatnot.
Right.
So I said, sir, are you okay? He says, yeah, man, I'm just tired and hot, man. I was like, how long were you stuck in the elevator? He says, oh, too long, man. I just in here to pay a parking ticket. But you know, I couldn't get upstairs. There's something wrong with the elevator. I was like, oh, all right, well, I'm going to work on that. But in the meantime, you know, you can go and take the stairs, head up to the third floor, do your thing. He's like, all right. And then I said, but just so I know for sure, like, how long were you in there? And he says, oh, man, too long. I said, all right, well, I mean, can't really write that on the paper.
Right.
But whatever. You have a nice day. So he went upstairs to go pay his parking ticket. So I still got the elevator to deal with, right?
Right.
So I get in the elevator and I press 3. And it goes right up to 3.
It works perfectly. So as time went on, you know what I found out? He got stuck on the elevator because he didn't press any buttons. Except maybe he didn't even press that. Maybe he just got on because somebody was getting off. He did not press the. Bless you. Thank you.
He did not press the open button or 3 or anything. Right. Then to go even further with that, he opened the emergency panel where the phone is to where you can call for help.
Right.
He opened the panel but didn't press the help button either. And I've been saying, you know, I've been preaching this for the past few days, maybe even weeks now. Mental health is real.
Oh, yeah.
I am being nice to everyone around my job because if they decide to come in there with the joint and start shooting up the place, they may look at me and be like, "Oh no, he was nice to me."
Right.
So yeah, I just wanted to share that. I'm now also an elevator repair / rescueman. And there are fireworks going on.
Yeah.
For the regatta. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was down there earlier today. So yeah. All right. You got anything else?
Nothing like the elevator. That pretty much tops the night.
Man, I got more, man. I got more stories. There's some strange things have happened over these past this summer, man.
Yeah, I mean, I have some strange things that happened, but like it's not funny. Like my shit was like serious. I can't really go on that.
All
so
right, we'll save it then for another episode.
yeah.
All right, so I guess we'll wrap this one up, and as usual, this is Moses Workman,
And this is Moses Turner.
and this is the Moses Podcast,
No biblical shit.
and we out.
Peace.